Hi there everyone, what's up and welcome. Now I know I haven't posted in a very long time, but you guys have been consistently reaching out to me for post a video of some kind. Now a lot of persons wanted to see the ceiling for Super Heavy Samurai Dracoslayers, so that's what I'm going to bring. It's going to be quite the video. We can talk more then. So first of all, this is your hand. I'm going to scale Wakashi, activate its scale effect, and chain Primate Roar. Primate Roar will resolve first, special summoning my monster from deck, and I'm going to put Big Benkane Scale and put this in the monster zone. Monk effect, add Soul Piercer to hand. A lot of persons don't know this, but the Super Heavy Samurai, from once you activate Wakashi's scale effect, you can activate any spell. Nothing actually requires for you to have no spell in the grave afterwards. So now I'm going to use the effect, equip, and from here I'm going to synchro summon into my Ignisto. I'll go Soul Piercer Chainlink 1, Wakashi Chainlink 2, Wakashi goes back to scale, and I add a next copy from my deck. Going to now use Ignisto's effect, special summon from deck, effect, add field spell, and I've already had this card. From here, we will link off into our Beyond the Pendulum. Her effect will add Astrograph Sorcerer. I already have everything I need, so I'm going to Pendulum summon back 2 cards. I can now immediately exceed with them into the Garth. I'm going to use its effect to reborn back Ignisto. Ignisto's effect will activate. You are required to get this one. No, you don't. It doesn't matter which one you get first, but you're going to need this. It's always best to have it on the field first. Then from there, I'll link off with both of these to go into Promethean Princess, use her effect, summon back Ignisto, and now I can link off with both of these into my Amphibious, so that way I am no longer locked into file. I'll use Ignisto's effect, special summon, tribute both of these to summon my Dynamite. I'll use Dynamite, the Pendulum monster effect, to add this to my hand, and I'll use this effect, pitching it. It doesn't really matter about the effect, it doesn't change anything. I just want it in the graveyard and the free protection because this summons from hand or graveyard. So I'm going to use the effect now, get it back on the field, link off, seal its effect, banish everybody, and you can put them back. The order actually does not matter at all. So Dynamite effect, reborn. I would have left this in the graveyard, but I'm deliberately leaving it there and bringing back my other one. I'm going to link with both of these and put Musician on the right. The position of this does matter. Now I'm free to use Ignisto's effect. You can special anything from your deck, choosing this, and link with all of these, going into Singularity. Now I can activate the Sky Iris. I'm just going to put it where we can all see it. Sky Iris effect, pop high scale, and we're going to add a Revolution Dragon, the first copy. Way to activate it, use this effect, pop itself and bring back Ignisto. And we're going to use Astrograph effect, special summon itself and add a next copy of Revolution Dragon. I'll use Ignisto's effect, special from deck. The special from deck doesn't really matter. Doesn't change anything. I'm going to link with all 3 of them into Exceed. Exceed effect, trigger. You're going to get back your Revolution Dragon. And now you can use this effect and get back your Astrograph to your hand and put this in the face of extra deck. If it wasn't for that, no matter what, you can get both of them, because it's not like this chooses any high scale or low scale, but this is important to do the combo because it gives you a free add. So just getting the Astrograph back means a lot for the deck. We're going to activate Revolution Dragon again. We're going to use its scale effect, targeting Ignisto, popping itself, pull back Ignisto. I want it in the corner in specific. I'm going to drop Astrograph. Wait, my apologies. When you activate effect, you're to chain and special summon. I'm going to get back this card. It's not significant. It's just that it needs to be a monster. Under normal conditions, I would have not removed it from the graveyard. It would have been staying in the grave and I'd summon something from my hand. But just for the sake of the video, I am going to use the graveyard. The reason why is that Primate Roar is in your graveyard, so it is another interruption. And 10 out of 10 times you're going to have an X monster in your hand because the deck only plays monsters. So you're going to have something. So yeah. Drop Astrograph and the third and final copy of Revolution Dragon. The first thing I'm going to dive into is... Sorry, wrong direction. My allied code, Toggle. We're not going to use the effect to reborn anything from the grave because there's nothing it can reborn. Doesn't matter, that's not why he's here. I'm now going to use Ignister's effect to special from my deck. I am going to special summon this, and I'll be using its effect to pop this and shuffle this back into my deck. The whole purpose of doing this is to free up the zones, because I'm going to actually place on the end board now. I'll get to trigger effect, special from deck. You can special anything really. And I'm going to use them to link off. I need to use these 4. The reason why, this is a normal monster, so it's very hard to work with on the field. Normally it's going to stay in the grave, but Firewall you can use normal monsters to summon Firewall. Everyone's supposed to know this because a Skateboard can summon Firewall. You can use both of these effects, pitching them, and add Oddeyes Arc and Volmina. Persons aren't really popular with this one, but that's fine, doesn't matter. Use effect, get back both of your Revolution Dragon to your hand, so you're fully stacked and ready to set up the end board. Activate Art Dragon, activate Revolution. Oh no, I made a terrible mistake. You can't summon this, you can summon any of the Dracoslayer. The reason why is that I'm going to fusion summon with it. So we're going to use effect, popping itself, and I'm going to bring back my Ignisto. Ignister as per normal is going to hug a corner, and you'll get a trigger effect and special summon Dissolver from your deck. You can now immediately use Dissolver, fusion summon into Vortex. I'll now use the Ignisto's effect, special anything from my deck. I'll link off, using all 3 of them to get my Trigate Wizard on the field. You will not use the effect immediately to pull back as yet. I'm going to use the last Revolution Dragon now, using the effect, popping itself, and reborn Ignisto for a final time. Use Ignisto's effect, you can special summon anything from your deck, it doesn't matter at this point. If you wanted to play Hieratic Spheres, you can, but person asked me for the maximum amount of interruptions, so I'm going with this. Link off both of them into Silhouette Rabbit. So Silhouette Rabbit chainlink 1 and your Firewall. Singularity chainlink 2. Get back your Firewall into the corner, and Silhouette will set Silhouette Trick. You activate Volmina, and tada! This is the maximum end board. It's a lot of interruptions, and really and truly, on a normal basis, it can be more. I'm not going to say you guys are going to always up with Primate Roar, but the mere fact that I had it means that I can do other things. So let's count it off how much interruptions it is. The first thing you're going to always try and do is negate with your Trigate. That's 1 Omni Negate that negates and banish. Then you activate Allied Code Talker, tributing this as cost to negate and banish. So that's 2. This will pull it back, And you can use your Trigate again to negate and banish. Team Part is not only just negating, they're banishing. I don't know why they do that. That's actually broken, but whatever. So yeah, that's 3 Omni negates so far. And your Vortex negates and destroys. 4 Omni negates. These 2 will personally bounce back a card for security. So yes, they are firewalls, so they're intended to protect you. Funny, I know. And last and up, you have your graveyard. But I didn't leave a fire bouncer on the field because I need space for this. So really and truly, you have 3 interruptions. Your graveyard, Primate Roar, Amber Whale, and Promethean Princess. So that's 3 more. So we had 4 Omni-Negates plus the 2 firewalls, that's 6. Plus 3 cards engraved to can resolve, that's 9. We have this, special itself, and negate 2 cards. That's 10 interruptions. Rabbit itself is 11. And Volmina is 12. I also made a next error. You are always to summon this in attack position. The reason why someone can always Dark Ruler no more your field than Lightning Storm. If they do that, this can bring back Vortex, bounce back a card, and because you wouldn't have used this negate effect, you'd still have the Omnegate left back. So you have ways of dealing with that. So it's literally 12 interruptions in total. Now do not count Primate Roar. It's not like you're going to always open the card, but the combo guaranteed to give you everything else. So you have 11 interruptions guaranteed. If you don't know what this does, if you use a trap card that special summons a monster, doesn't mean it has to be the monster being special summon in this scenario. If you activated even Call of the Haunted, you can trigger this. Bounce back a card to their hand. So it's a next bounce. It targets, which is unfortunate. I didn't want the card to target, but we don't make this stuff up. It would normally special summon itself as well, but there's no space for that. So if they actually moved something, you can do that. And it would actually destroy itself and put it back in the scaler with bouncing a next card. So it's potentially 13 interruptions. So if they actually got over something, which I don't expect people to do, yeah. The only thing is that these aren't live as yet, but followed by the next turn, they're going to be pretty much live and ready to use. So that's 12 interruptions in total. That's it for the combo video. You can tell me your opinions below. I'm not going to discuss any choke points or anywhere it might cause an error down the line. I'm not going to discuss anything that can hurt the Pendulum players who want to try the deck. However, for me, I'm telling you that the combo is pretty good. You're most likely not going to lose immediately if this goes through. However, I can tell you with a certainty, 98% of the time you are interrupted with a hand trap. You are not to take on any Mulcharmy challenge because they cannot deck out, because it's going to be your entire extra deck, which is 15 cards, plus your Ignister is going to summon 8 cards from your deck. You're going to summon 8 monsters from your deck. So that's about 23, can be 24 with your Primate Roar. So if they're going to draw 24 cards, they can't deck out. The Maxi challenge I'd happily take with this deck, because you're not scared of anything outside of Impermanence plus Nibiru. The deck does not immediately lose to Nibiru. If you play out the combo, you can still leave 9 interruptions through the Nibiru. You can actually play it through a Ash, Imperm, then a Nibiru, which I have on video. But it's been a while since I've posted. I'm happy you guys are doing well. Really and truly, I'm just focusing on health and fitness right now. Not convinced in playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Without Electromite. Not that I need it, but it's beyond the principle. This is like when I said Kirin could have come back at 20 and not make a difference, as it is now. Kirin could come back at 50. You could play every deck and play 20 Kirin in it that doesn't do shit. Because it's not going to stop the Dark Ruler no more. It's not going to stop the Evenly. It's not going to stop the established boards. It's not going to stop anything. It's not going to do anything. The same with Electromite. With more hand traps now than ever, what is Electromite going to do with the first Imperm or Effect Velo or those Psalms, whatever cards that negates because it's trying to add or draw and destroy. And remember, it's mandatory for electromagnetic effect. It's a mandatory effect, so they're going to be able to negate and destroy it. So really and truly, Konami has no excuse for not bringing back electromagnet. Electromagnet doesn't change anything. For me, I'm not going to post the deck profile as yet, as I might be changing the build. As you can see, I'm not going to play this. Reason is I just don't really think I need it. Because if I leave even Ignister on the field, and this isn't going to be here in that case, but nothing's wrong with this. Like, they still have to play through 4 Omni Negates, 2 bounces, and then on top of that, you have Princess in the graveyard and this. Like, you have enough. Primate Roar. And most cases with Primate Roar, I could have left the vanilla in the graveyard. Yes, I could have, because your deck is playing like what, 39 monsters? So in other words, a monster will always be in your hand. Always. You're not going to draw all 7 spells that a deck plays. No, that's not going to happen. So yes, this is the combo, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. You can tell me what you think down below. I'm out. Peace.